Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, dear cadets, Assalamu alaikum. I hope that you are having a good day there. Dear students, before starting today's lecture, I would like to say something about the seriousness and your attentivity, which is found a little bit ill serious. Dear students, you are sitting at home. It is a problematic situation by the COVID corona and those instructions and those restrictions by the government. But actually, all the teachers here are working very hard to produce all those lessons or all those teachings and to continue this teaching and learning process so that it cannot be a matter of bringing deficiency in our study process. So mind it that whatever the time, whatever the lecture and lesson is given to you by the teacher, by all the subject teachers, you should subscribe their videos by what you can be notified in time, and then try to watch the complete lecture of the teachers so that you can come to know everything from beginning to end, and what is included by the teachers you can come to know about those all things completely. And then what is the work for writing given to you, you should give it an easy time to write it neat and clean and well enough and presentable. Don't be so fastidious, don't be so in hurry to write and take it out of your head. Please अपने सर से ये उतारे नहीं. कोरोना या कोविड-19 या ये सब बीमारियां जो है ये हो सकता है अगले साल या 2 साल के बाद these things will not be the discussion topic of the time. लेकिन आपकी पढ़ाई पे अगर हर्ज हो जाता है तो वो रिकवर नहीं हो सकेगा. So try to be serious with your studies and try to continue the teaching learning process betterly. Participate in it actively so that when you will be returned, your copies will be seen, and then we will definitely judge your response, that how much serious you were responding us during these lectures. Okay, mind it. So try to subscribe the video channels, videos and lectures of the teachers so that you can be notified and you can be informed in pre-time. I hope you won't mind it. That is the observation taken by and observation collected by different teachers and myself, that attendant in the lecture or presence in the lecture is very less than 70%. It is less than 70 or 60%. So try to hear the lecture by the strength 100% of the class and respond your teacher enough. Now we will come to the today's lecture, today's topic, the book Life with Values. We are studying already lesson number 3. Happiness lies in contentment. Happiness lies in contentment is teaching us that what should we do, what should we feel, how should we practice the simplicity, how should we practice the orders and instructions regarding social financing show and the status and the powers or whatever the design of living is given to us. What equilibrium, what balance suit to live? If we are so much rich, is it good to show off too much and hurt the poor people? Or if we have a very expensive thing, is it really to show to the other people to make them complex? Similarly, In today's topic, the topic is more is not enough. And the next topic is bliss of the contentment. In first topic, more is not enough, we are going to study that if a person is totally living in the room of desires, wishes, dreams, हर टाइम इंसान अगर ख्वाहिशात के ही कमरे में रहेगा तो फिर वो सुकून के दायरे से जो है वो बाहर हो जाएगा। वो ख्वाहिशात पूरी करता जाएगा लेकिन उसको कंटेंटमेंट, हैप्पीनेस, पीसफुलनेस ऑफ माइंड एंड हार्ट वो नहीं मिलेगा। He will try to jump on accomplishing the new desire. Accomplishing the new desire, फिर वो अपनी अगली किसी ख्वाहिश के पीछे तगदो करना शुरू कर देगा। कहने का मतलब ये है इस टॉपिक में मोर इज नॉट इनफ में दैट वन शुड फील thankfulness to God, thankfulness to Almighty Allah, whatever the position and status and power and capabilities and talent and office or skills, whatever is given by nature to him, she should feel enough. Otherwise, if one is depending upon the desires, then one is not going to feel more and more enough. He will jump for more. उसके लिए कुछ और आ जाना काफी नहीं होगा, वो और मजीद चीजों के लिए आगे भागना शुरू कर देगा। इसलिए खुशी उसको महसूस करने का टाइम नहीं मिलेगा। This is all what is we are going to study in more is not enough. In this paragraph on page number 24, you will study the story of a stone cutter, a person who is very dissatisfied. Try to keep the page in front of you while even hearing the lecture. In the very first lines, there is a word dissatisfied. Satisfy, happy, contented. एक इंसान खुश है, मुतमईन है, वो satisfied है, और the one is not happy, he is unhappy, he is dissatisfied. Why the stone cutter was not satisfied? Because of his position. He was stone cutter. वो कहते हैं मैं क्या हर वक्त एक पत्थर काटने का काम करता रहता हूँ. This position, this status, this work was not making him happy. So what happened? He saw a merchant having the possessions of, ownership of, treasure of, बहुत ज़्यादा दौलत थी उस merchant के पास, businessman के पास बहुत ज़्यादा possession थी, बहुत ज़्यादा treasure था. So he wanted to become, the stone cutter wanted to become merchant. He became merchant, right? He became rich. After few days, what happens that he saw a high official person, mayor of the city or DCO or DPO, any high status, high official, high position person. High official, high position person. When stone cutter sees the high official person that he is sitting on a satin chair. He is sitting on a satin chair. You will read the word. I haven't written a satin word. Okay, I am going to add. Yes, please. After becoming the merchant, when the stone cutter sees a high official person sitting on a satin chair is embroidered chair, is very beautificated, बहुत सजाई गई एक high official के लिए steel chair होती है, which has 4 doors. That officer wants to get out of the chair from this way, he can. If the high officer, the person wants to get out of the chair from right side or left side, he is available with 2 or 3 or 4 doors on his chair. That is called satin chair. The stone cutter wanted to become the high official. He became high official. When he became high official, what happened? Everybody started bowing at him. One day what happens, he was sitting to collect some taxes, or he was doing his work on the steel chair, and sun was shining. You can see a word is here, shone. Shone is the second form of shine. Shine, first form of verb, is used for showing the present indefinite tense, or second form of verb is used to show the action of past indefinite tense. So the sun was shining brightly, and high official person, mean the woodcutter, felt very uncomfortable. He felt heated, and he wanted to become the sun, which was very powerful, which was heating. He became the sun and giving the lights. After few days, there was stormy and floody clouds came there, and sun was disappeared. Sun was given aside by the floody clouds. The sun, mean the stone cutter, wanted to become the flood, wanted to become the cloud, wanted to become cloudy flood, which can overcome, which can cross the powers of even the sun. And when he became a flood, after few days, after few time, when there was the wind, the breeze started its work and cleaning down the impacts and destroying effects of the flood, and cleaning down and easing down the complete environment. Then the flood, mean stone cutter, wanted to become wind. When he wanted to become wind, then he saw that it can smooth, it can give a peace to every element, every object on the earth. But what happens that nothing can be moved from here to there. Everything could be moved from here to there by the wind or the stormy wind, but there was a complete rock, there was a mountain which was not moving here and there by the powers of the wind. Now stone cutter was wanting to become a towering mountain, a towering rock. फिर वो कहता है मैं पहाड़ बन जाऊं जिसको तूफान या हवाएं हिला जुला ना सकें. फिर वो पहाड़ बन जाता है, and then he asked that no, how much powerful I am, that no one can disturb me, or nothing is more powerful than me. And at the same time he listens a voice of the hammer, and he looks there where a stone cutter was sitting, and he was cutting the stones of the mountain gradually. वो एक अपने आप को पहाड़ समझकर सख्त और मजबूत एलिमेंट समझना तो शुरू हो गया, बट व्हेन ही ऑब्जर्व, तो आखिर पे उसकी जो फर्स्ट पोजीशन थी स्टोन कटर की, वो ही स्टोन कटर स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट पोजीशन टावरिंग रॉक, उसको तोड़ने में कामयाब हो रहा था. So this lesson, this paragraph is teaching us that actually, and Holy Quran is also telling us this thing, that man is the most powerful creature of Almighty Allah. Man has power, man has capability to understand the mountain and moons and suns and stars and mornings and nights. These nights and these mornings, these planets and these stars, these suns and moons cannot move in any irregular form as we can. They cannot think, they cannot scheme. So this lesson is telling us, on the one side, the bliss of the contentment, the happiness of feeling inside is, the one thing is first the thankfulness to Almighty Allah or to God that He made us human being, and He made us human being, and then there is another thing which is told in this lesson, that one should be thankful to the positions, thankful to the status, thankful to the source of earning, thankful to the nature, how and with what features and with what efficiencies God has created man and made him or her unable to do a lot of things. So this paragraph you will read and you will feel that if one wants to become or one wants to have more and more things, he at any point does not feel happiness, pleasure, contentment, comfortness. He keeps on running, jumping, he keeps on walking behind his desires and dreams. So you will read this paragraph on page number 24. More is not enough. You will follow these words and meanings, and then you will answer this first question. You can see this homework written in the stars. The first question is from this first paragraph. What positions and powers were achieved by stonecutter? Stonecutter कौन सी positions और powers हासिल करने में कामयाब हुआ और आखिर में वो कहां तक वापस पहुंचा? This is the first question of your homework. After reading the paragraph and writing these words meaning, you will then write. Our next topic of today is bliss of contentment. Bliss means happiness. Contentment pleasure. Contentment satisfaction. ये जो दिल का और दिमाग का मुतमईन होना होता है, easy होना, comfortable होना, and we become thankful that we have much thing to enjoy, much thing to eat, relations to share. Mean one feels okay from what is given to him, what is granted to him by nature and God. So that is actually the real happiness. This is told in this lesson, that what is real happiness. Real happiness does not belong to so much money, but real happiness belongs to the pleasure and comfort of heart. This is told in this, that a person was grilling, roasting on fire. He was what we call it, barbecue. He was barbecuing the fish, and a tourist appears there, और वो tourist the fisherman वो उसको कहता है कि what you are doing, और वो he tells him that I am frying the two fishes. So the tourist suggests him that why don't you become a proper fisherman, and you will hunt two fishes, and in the day you will hunt a lot of fishes, and then you will buy your own boat, and then you will become a very rich person. After becoming rich person, you can fulfill your desires and dreams. And then that tourist asked back from the person who was roasting his fishes, that what actually, the word by the way is there, actually to ask. By the way means actually to ask, actually what we want to know. By the way, then we ask that actual thing what we want to know from the person. Plenty of too much, that you will be having plenty of money. contently, happily, satisfactionally. Beach, dry land aside a river, bliss, pleasure and happiness. And grilling, roasting on fire. Roasting on fire. But that grilling is very specific. One broast is there directly, the oil fries it, oil broast. Then there is a steam broast, which is broast, the meat or the chicken is broast by the heat or simply the steam of the water. But this grilling belongs to the broast, like barbecue. Grilling, barbecue broast. So when the person asks from, the tourist asks from the person that what you actually want to get and what is your actually dream of life, there the matter comes back to the person, the fisherman, and he replies that I am satisfied and my lovely dream, my lovely desire is to grill, is to broast the fish and eat. Only this. I don't want to become so rich, I don't want to become running a huge business, but my actual desire is my satisfaction, my happiness stands over grilling broast and eating it. That's what it is. So the moral lesson in this paragraph, we find that actually the real happiness lies in small and tiny and relative things. But we relate happiness and pleasure with money, with expensive thing, with richness, with status, with power, which actually disassociates us from other people. If we become so much rich, we will be a little bit, not a little bit, but too much disassociated. We will be disconnected from the 70-80% of the normal class, private class and poor class of the people. Actually we will be disconnected from the 70-80% of the people if we will become so much rich, and we will not be careful and we will not attend their problems and their issues. So these are the things, these are the moral things. Now these lessons are to be told and are to be addressed normally to us, that it is this matter is in us also. It is our disease also. It is my personal disease also, that we are trying to acquire and we are trying to earn more and more, and we are trying to spend our time in earning, but we are not caring about the time to enjoy or to feel easy or to see things or to enjoy the relations. That is how, that is the thing which is addressed, which is told, which is taught, which is advised in this paragraph. So you will read this paragraph and you will come to know, you will feel the moral lesson. How does the communication between tourist and the person who was roasting, who was grilling the fish is there. Then after reading, after writing these words meaning, you will come to the homework. I have told you the homework is there in the stars. The second question, what scheme of earning money was given by the tourist? Tourist ने fisherman को क्या scheme दी थी? बहुत ज़्यादा अमीर हो जाने की. So these two questions are taken from these two paragraphs one by one. You will read the paragraph, you will write the words meaning of these two paragraphs, and then you will answer these given questions. You will write these questions on your fair copy and answer it on right there. When you will be received back in the college, similar word, similar things, all these things will be checked on your fair copies of the class. So I hope that you found this lesson understandable and you will follow the instruction that you will read, you will write the words meaning, and then you will answer these questions. And the matter I suggested you, I advised you while beginning the today's lesson was to subscribe the channel so that you can be notified by every subject's teachers and his lecture in time. Okay, all the teachers and we people are working hard just to continue this teaching learning process as much better, as much fruitful, that the affecting things could not be felt right there. So I hope that you found this lesson there, you found my advice suitable for you also. I wish you and your family having safe time, safe health, be protected. All the best. Allah Hafiz. Thank you so much.